All right. Hats off to the first losing tribe of iSurvivor 30. Yuan is here. I want to welcome the 8 members plus the king, starting with Amanda. Welcome to iSurvivor. Welcome to Tribal Council.
Thanks, Sandy. Happy to be here.
Also, a tribe member of the Yuan ranks Miss Ashley. Hi, Miss Ashley. Mr. Chris Braga. Hey, Mr. Chris.
What's up, Sandy?
We have Dylan, Mr. Red. I call him Red. You'll see Dylan on the screen, but for the sake of awesomeness, his name is Red.
Call me whatever you'd like, guys. Happy to be here. Well, not here tribal, but here in the game.
You're happy to be here to see me. Don't lie. All right, Jake, say what's up. Welcome to Tribal. Welcome to iSurvivor.
I'm not wearing pants.
Cody, you've played a couple of these. First time in iSurvivor, buddy. How does it feel to be here?
I don't really want to see it right now, but it's working out.
Working out. And the chef of the tribe, making the best rice and the best beans the first 3 days here in Cheju is Miss Laura.
Hey, how are you?
All right, that's it for the tribe. We also have the king. Mr. Dennis, the role of the king cherry is to first back a tribe. You see the chainmail, you see the instructions, and then King Dennis, or any king, queen of the island, picks. All right, I think Joseon is going to win this challenge for sure. This is suited for them, tailor-made for them to win. No way. Yuan's way more active. They have way more team unity. From what I've witnessed, they're totally going to win. Dennis decided in this K-pop intro, you guys would pop into victory. Unfortunately, that was not the case. What happened, Dennis, afterward? What always happens every time you back a tribe and they happen to lose?
Well, it's very interesting because you get approached by people that you've never talked to before because they want your vote because they think I'm a swing vote or such.
Oh, wait, before that.
But it's very interesting with this twist regardless.
Sorry, I think you're one step ahead of me, Mr. Dennis. What happens before Tribal Council, but when you back a losing tribe, what happens? What happens after you back a losing tribe?
I have the possibility of losing my position as King Cherry.
Exactly. The pop quiz takes place.
Correct.
All right, and what happens?
That means
so for the sake of explaining it to the viewers, the pop quiz is Dennis the King chose to back Yuan in the theme the K-pop theme intro video challenge. Yuan did not win. So what happens is a pop quiz is presented to this tribe. It's presented to them because the king didn't fulfill his duties of backing the winning tribe and keeping reins on his island. So Dennis, the quiz was presented to this tribe, and then what happened? Now you can explain everything that happened afterward. Quickly, what happened after the results? It was announced. What happened?
As you said, anyone had the opportunity to challenge me for my position, and then it was announced that no one challenged me out of the whole tribe, which means that I get to keep King Cherry, and I'm immune from this vote.
Why do you think absolutely none of these people decided to pop quiz you? Been like, yes.
I have no idea.
They were presented with, do you want to become King or Queen Cherry? Yes or no? And every single one of these people said, mm-mm. Why do you think that is?
I don't really, they probably thought, like maybe they couldn't beat me or they felt confident, whatever. This is the first vote, so there's no telling people's reasoning behind what they do. So I don't know.
Here, let me throw that question over to somebody like Red. So when this transition happens, guys, you're no longer big screen. You're muted, and now Red, you can unmute and you're big screen, okay? So Red, okay. Why first pop quiz? There's a lot of perks to becoming Cherry. Why did you personally decide, hey, Nuh-uh, I don't want it. I'm good.
I personally decided not to become King Cherry because it's a little early in the game for that. Every round, someone can decide to battle the King Cherry, and his final perks of going to the final 3 doesn't happen until much later in the game. So I don't want to risk losing my vote at Tribal Council that could change the whole outcome of the game, when winning King Cherry doesn't guarantee me a spot in the end. Every round I could be overthrown. So at this point, it's way too early to be doing that.
Way too early. Didn't want to make any waves. Just hear from a female's perspective on that. Miss Ashley, you too, just like everybody else on the tribe, decided, oh, nope, I'm content with my tribe member status on the Yuan tribe. I don't want to go into battle. I don't want to pop a king. I don't want to pop nobody. I'm good. Why? I can't hear you. You can unmute. Nope. Maybe join, come back. We can get back to you. Maybe that's the issue. If you're already unmuted, because I can't hear shite. Can anybody else hear her? All right, we'll take that same question, apply it to another female. Amanda, why didn't you decide, hey, this queen role, it's kind of beneficial. I can pop back and forth between whatever tribe I want. I can get to know people. And if I'm smart enough to choose the right tribe, I remain safe. But why did you decide, I'm good where I am right now?
Well, the role can be beneficial, but it also has its downfalls in the fact that instead of, being completely part of one tribe, you're going back and forth to both tribes. And also it puts you up there in that you can be challenged and people can take that immunity, stripping it from you. And then after you've been going from one tribe to the other, and now you have no immunity, and that would be a very scary place to be in.
Too early for all that mess?
I felt like it was very early to be jumping into something like that. So I thought I would let Dennis sit pretty with his crown because it looks so good on him.
Now, Ashley, you can start to answer right now. Can I hear you first and foremost?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, Ashley. Why did you decide, I'm good, I don't want to test Dennis's patience right now?
Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. I decided not to for the same reason. So early in the game to make a move, and knowing that I am not the best on head-to-head challenges like that, I would have not been successful and then lost my vote. So the risk was reward is not high enough. At this point in the game, the reward is not high enough.
So sort of like Red said, it's too early. There's not much benefit in popping a king right now. Maybe when that day 33 is coming up, it'd be more advantageous to then risk me knowing that I'm not so great at challenges one-on-one, but because the reward, the immediate reward is more advantageous than this immediate reward.
Yeah. I would rather have my vote. It's much like gambling. I would rather not pay $1 if I have the possibility to lose $1 or get 20 back. Does that make any sense? I'd rather have the guarantee right now of knowing I have a vote.
Yeah, so you'd rather guarantee making money instead of risking that money to make more money. You'll settle with the dollar you have.
Mm-hmm.
So you can write some bitch's name on it.
Yeah.
All right, let me talk to Jake real quick.
So,
How are you?
I'm chilling.
So how have the first few days of iSurvivor been for you? Let's change the topic off of King Tyrion, the quiz. Let's talk about the game itself. There was a long wait up until day one, up until it started. So tell me a little bit about.
I mean, we really spent a lot of time getting to know each other and just hanging out, playing Cards Against Humanity, strip poker, Just kidding, we didn't play strip poker. I wish we did, though. I mean, look at these beauties. No, we hung out a lot, and then the challenge came, and we were like, all right, let's do it. Let's put our work in, and some people contributed more than others, and then finally we get the results, and that's when everything kicks in the high gear. We're like, oh my god, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to vote someone out. Wait, don't let it be me. Please don't be me. And I'm just like, oh my god, girl, is it going to be me? Is it going to be him? Is it going to be her?
Are you the Joker of the tribe, Jake?
What?
Are you the Joker of the tribe?
Me? A Joker? No.
Because this is a tribal council, you're joking. What happens if at the end of this, I'm like, Jake, the tribe has spoken?
That's not going to happen, though.
I'm just saying, if for the sake of what actually goes down here, if you were the one snuffed, would you regret not taking this situation a little bit more seriously?
Well, maybe the jokes are my sign of taking it seriously, Sandy, because when have you known me to take anything seriously?
I'm just saying I'd figure in, in the natural flow of emotion of the game, right? You're excited, you meet people, you joke. The challenge instructions get posted, you're happy, you joke. You lose a challenge, somebody goes, you're usually not happy and you usually don't joke. So is this like a cover up for like your real emotion, or you're joking at tribal council because you're joking at tribal council?
Look, Sandy, we're all a little nervous. We're all a little scared. We're like, maybe it could be me. Maybe it could be you. Maybe it's Sandy. Like, I'll vote Sandy's name down on the parchment. So if I can lighten the mood just a little bit and make the tribe be like, okay, this isn't horrible. We got each other still. Then.
Do you think that's helpful in a situation like this? Like, people could easily all just become OTT negative. Like, hey, we just lost. Fuck. But then there's Jake, still trying to be that glimmer of like.
I mean, I'm not a negative person. Mm-hmm. I hate all these people, but I'm not a negative person.
Still with the jokes, even in following it to the next question.
I'm just not going to be negative. And if they're like, God, we need to make him shut up, then vote me out first tonight. I mean, this is your opportunity. But, Do
you think you're a valuable member of this tribe?
A lot more than I thought I was day one.
Heard. Miss Laura.
Hi.
How's that ever been for you?
It's been great. It started on the busiest weekend that I've had in months and months. So I was really nervous about that, not being able to get on calls and get to know my tribe the way I wanted. It's Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. I was catering a wedding, and I knew that a lot of chats were going on that I was missing. So I had to just try my best to get on when I could, but I'm enjoying it.
Now, do you think that you've been able to overcompensate for this, busy weekend? My apologies. I really wish I should, with all the Canadian friends that I have and have hosted, I really should have looked at the actual, calendar, maybe coordinated it the weekend before. We could have. But do you think you've been able to like overcompensate for, or at least balance the gaming?
I really hope so. I mean, when it was time to do the challenge and the videos, I really got to hand it to my tribe mates. They had really kind of mapped out the challenge, and so I just had to kind of jump on a call and say, hey, other than, my turning videos, what do you need from me? Somebody said it would be cool, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go spray paint something. So I really tried to be a little bit over the top and show them that I was a team player.
Yeah, I think from an outsider's point of view, and I'm watching the challenge play it, I think you definitely added a good effort into the challenge with what you provided wardrobe wise and the additional footage of the spray paint. Whether it wasn't your idea and you were just the execution of it, guess what? Execution is what I grade, not the whole oh, I was feeling under the weather, but I did a great job at it. No, I judged the job. So good execution. If you were voted out tonight, do you feel like it would be deserved?
No. I think that in terms of the challenge, I contributed my part and more. I think there were some people who had probably a little bit more time than I had free to do it and kind of drop the ball a bit.
Who do
So
you think dropped the ball in this challenge? You guys are here because of the challenge. Great effort. Amanda Slade, Ashley Slade, you Slade. For what it's worth, on the men's portion, Cody Slade, Jake, you're like the effort you put into it. Yes, you cut your shirt, you looked like it. Great, but the execution. If you're gonna put that effort into it, it should have been more than what you could have done. So much. That's just the point. You're a comedian. You're a thespian. You could have done so much more with this challenge. So
I'm
just
gonna use that costume again sometime this season. I'm not getting voted out tonight.
just for the sake of the question, Laura, you brought it and you were struck on time. Who dropped the ball in your opinion?
who dropped the ball? In our tribe, we lost by 1.7 points.
Yeah.
So I think simple things. I think, sorry, Braga, I thought Jake would be a little bit more colorful and poppier.
I didn't see you take your
Yeah.
shirt off.
No, but I broke the law. So,
Braga.
but if you want me to take my shirt off, I'll do it next challenge.
And no, I'd rather not see that.
Ooh, no fucks given.
Braga, she just said, kind of dropped the ball. Did you have a busy weekend? What's your excuse for at least one person on the tribe feeling like you're part of the reason why they're here?
I'm not gonna lie, she's right. I think I had part in it. I did have work the whole weekend, so I had a really busy weekend. But I did change my schedule around so I could be more active for this group. I changed my work schedule with my managers, and I'm hoping that moving forward I can be more of an asset to the team, and I think I really could be. I think I did very, very well with my Meet Me video, and I had a lot of content for that, and I gave you a lot for that, Sandy. And you know, this video I did struggle with. I'm not gonna lie. Like I had a really
which is, and I will commend. You know, it took effort to get here. If people didn't want to play this game, you guys wouldn't have made it here. All right, that's the first and foremost. I am surprised with your effort in this challenge because I know you were capable of more. Whereas I don't think it was knowledge to me as I was watching the challenge play out publicly. Let's imagine you guys are on Challenge Beach and you can't leave the Challenge Beach, but one tribe is working on it here, one tribe is working on it there. Laura's like, guys, I'm busy, but I'm going to do it. It's holiday weekend, but I'm going to do it. And so is there any regrets during this whole course of the challenge?
I mean, of course, like obviously I don't want to be the one that like did a crap. Like no one wants to feel like they were the weakest on the team. Like last kid picked them like for dodgeball or something. I know I screwed up. I'm not like hiding the fact and putting the blame on someone. I'm owning that I messed up, but I'm saying give me a second chance.
Yeah. Did you expect the game to start like this for you? Because I know you're a confident kid. You have goals. You know what you want, and you go for it. You know. So are you? This position has to be different, new, odd.
I mean, if you told me on day one I'd be having to fight for my life, the second, like right out of the gate, I would have been like, crap, like I don't want to be in that position, but also, I mean, I'm here to play. If my back's up against the wall, that's more entertaining to me than just floating on.
Do you feel like your back's against the wall right now?
I mean, I think so.
All right, so if it's not you tonight, if your back's not up against the wall, or you get your back out from behind the wall, whose back goes there? Who's your vote?
I mean, I'm gonna say somebody's not on this call right now.
Yeah, and I honestly totally forgot that during introduction. Hey guys, you wouldn't think I've been doing this 30 fucking times over again. Miss Cece, she's part of this tribe. She's actually not here. She's here. She's on Skype. She just can't be here for this impromptu live tribal council. But Cece is a player in this game. She's alive and kicking, and she has a say and a vote. And it may be snuffed tonight. So yeah, why Cece?
I mean, I think she's a sweet person, but I mean, she said a few things that I think have rubbed people the wrong way. And I think she also,
Like what?
I mean, she's just, there was like a little incident, I think, between her and Jake publicly, and Jake was being, or one of the other was saying the other person was being rude, and there was that situation. Plus, I mean, she also didn't do that much better than me in the challenge. And I mean, I think I do have so much more I can bring forward, and she does also have a busy work schedule like me. I think me and her are almost actually on the same playing field. I know moving forward I can do better, and I mean, I'm here tonight. I'm like trying to stay in this game. I'm proving to these people that I want to be here and I want a second chance. And I mean, I understand she can't be here tonight, but I mean, I just hope it shows that I am truly trying here.
Cody, thank you, Chris. Now, if tonight, I don't know what's going on, I'm just going off of based of what I'm hearing. If Chris's back's against the wall and he feels like he might be in danger, he's going somewhere. Of course, Chris being the type of person he is, he's clearly not going to go down without a fight. He's saying, if I don't go, or a better option for me to go is Cece. You heard his spiel. Now I just want to see your feedback. Do you think Chris could potentially go tonight? And if that's the case, just like weigh some pros and cons, Chris and Cece.
Well, I think anybody could go. This is Survivor, so there's always blind sides in the game. I did have a conversation with Chris tonight, and we did talk about some of the things with him being not so active early in the game. And that's why he did apologize in the chat publicly, which he did explain what was going on. With Cece, I know she's been having medical issues too. So, I mean, it just comes down to who's going to be in the game and actually stay in the game for us to keep winning. So whoever can offer that by publicly, I guess, saying that they can offer that deserves to stay.
Are you feeling vulnerable tonight? With
Totally.
all this stuff said, you know, Chris sucking in the challenge and CC not being really, or medical issues and not being here tonight, you know, their names are being tossed in this negative sort of light.
Anyone could go.
So
So if I get voted out, I get voted out.
do you think you have the same percentage or the same chance of going as CC and Chris at this point?
Everybody does. Because everybody, we're at the early stage of the game. Everybody's getting to know each other. So as long as we try to communicate after whoever goes, I think that it will be a little more of an advantage for us, because the last few days it's been not too much communication.
But does it make sense at this point? I mean, I get it's early in the game, 3 days in, you know, but I'm not fully convinced that all of you have an equal chance of going when somebody like you busted their ass in the challenge, came out with the wig, did their whole spiel turn thing, was there for moral support in the creative process. You have the same percentage of going as somebody like Chris at this point?
I was trying to be Switzerland, but you're not letting me go there.
You almost did, just to be fair. You really almost did. Had you just had a convincing face towards like the last 10 seconds, I almost bought it.
Well, I just feel, I mean, Chris, like I said, I talked to you. I needed you to explain to me what was going on. You explained it. So,
I mean,
Yep.
I think if I can just chime in, I mean,
Yeah,
this
of course,
team
Chris.
is about moving forward as a strong 7 or 8 if Dennis stays on this team. I mean, but the thing is, you also have to think Dennis could switch teams, and that leaves us with 7 again. And you also have to think, I mean, you know, CC is very ill right now, and someone could be medically evacuated from the game. Me, I'm healthy and I'm ready to move on. So if you take out me, and you could lose CC, I mean, you could go down to potentially 6 members against their 8. And that's going to be a huge issue if there's a tribe switch or something like that.
This is the second time I've heard this. Cece's not here. She might have mentioned it. I'm going to go to Amanda's point of view on this. Does a medical evacuation really have a factor on the mentality of this tribe? Is that an issue here? Like on the Yuan tribe?
I mean, I think for a team, oh, sorry.
Sorry. Go, Chris. No, you can finish up. Just
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for a team that's basing it on challenges moving forward, I mean, if CC doesn't get better, she's going to have the same result as she did on this challenge. Whereas me, I know I screwed up. I'm ready to improve. I'm aware of my actions. I accepted my actions. I owned what I did. But I'm saying, hey, give me a second chance. Whereas she could just be as ill as she is in the first challenge. And I mean, yeah, it's sad that she's ill, but I mean,
I'm shocked as a nurse you haven't pulled her aside yet and been like, gave her a checkup from the neck up.
Well, I mean, I'm a nursing student, so not officially.
All right, so wait. So what Chris is saying is physically, CC might not be able to keep up and or contribute something. Is that a factor in this vote right now? Because that's just something sort of new to me. Wasn't really expecting that.
No, I mean, I'm just going to interrupt.
Yeah.
She did bake a cupcake. She did do things out of her way, and she did communicate with people. So that's why obviously I'm going to go after you again, Chris. We wanted you to communicate a little bit. So if you do stay after this, communicate. Definitely try to participate.
Do you think the whole communicating after the fact, I'm feeling maybe not too late, but sort of a little too late scenario. Whereas during Cece's tumultuous situation, she was communicating. During Laura's busy weekend, she was communicating. And then there's Chris communicating after the fact.
I mean, I understand the way
he's owning it. He's owning it, and I respect that.
I mean, like, for me, like, I understand, like, it came off horribly, and, like, I didn't even think to myself, like, during times, I had such a good idea, but weather did not permit, and I just was like, holy crap, like, my idea is completely ruined, like, why does it have to keep rain? Like, I can't film it in the rain, like, it just won't look good, and, I mean, I really, really, really did have ideas, and I told everyone, like, hey, at the start, I said, this is what I'm going to do, and I couldn't follow through on that due to that, and I felt bad after the fact. Like, I didn't just, like, go run to people and be like, oh, hey, let's just vote out Cece, she's ill and weak. No, I said straight up to people, look, I know I screwed up. I'm asking for a second chance. This isn't Survivor Second Chances, but I am asking for that, and I know, like, she did bake a cupcake, but, I mean, I did try. I don't think the reason that I should go home, and I don't think the reason Cece should stay should be based upon the fact that she baked a cupcake for the challenge. I think it's great, and I think it's nice that she did it, but I'm also going to say, like, I know I can do better forward, and I know if people give me a chance, I will improve for this team.
Amanda, Chris is taking the floor. He's taking the floor of this tribal council right now.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to go back to the question you asked a while ago?
No. I want to get to you to give you some time to speak, but we're gonna go into just another similar but different topic.
Okay.
In terms of Chris taking the reins of this tribal council, do you feel like he's fighting for his life right now?
I do feel like he's fighting for his life. I mean, it was clear that in the challenge he came up short as far as his effort. When you told us and him, and you came on making it a team thing so that we all knew, and I felt like, I mean, I understand that he was embarrassed at that moment because he was being called out, so I do understand that. But then when he didn't come through again, but he kind of made it sound to us like he had, I think, to keep us off his back. So that was upsetting to us, because this is a team effort and we all care about this game a lot, and we were putting all that we had into it. So for him to not be there for us and to kind of brush it off like, oh yeah, I fixed it when he really didn't, it's upsetting.
Chris, I just want to point out from what Amanda did just say, and that makes complete sense. My calling you out is no different than Jeff being like, Abby Maria being absolutely worthless in this challenge as she's drowning in the water and everybody else is scrambling, giving her the safety that she's swallowing. Just want to point that out because it might get lost in translation from the real game and online. Dennis. So you backed this tribe. They lost. They didn't want to take your crown. But tell me a little bit post-quiz, all the strategy. Were you pulled here? Were you pulled there? Are they using you as like somebody trying to use you as a vote to keep them safe and or be in their majority?
I mean, it could be perceived that way, that they're trying to pull me as a vote. But, like, you know, you have to make, regardless, because I could lose my position like that. So I'm going to have to make connections with these people in case I do lose that. So, you know, basing my vote not based off of what others say, but my personal opinion based off of the challenge, communication, how active you've been. It's not just based off of what someone says.
Let me just look at my list of questions, guys, make sure I'm satisfied. I'm going to give the floor. It's going to be an open floor right now. I'm going to call your name. If you have anything else to say, this is your last opportunity to do so. Because after that, I will be asking everybody to vote. With that being said,
Yes.
Miss tagging up Canada like a mad woman, do you have anything else to say in your first tribal council? This may be your last opportunity to do so.
You know, I came in here to this tribal council with kind of one thing in mind about where my vote might go. And my mind is changing a bit. I mean, I see Chris fighting. I see him caring. I see him pleading with us, and I see someone else just kind of making a joke of everything. And that pisses me off. And, you know, again, there's the laughter, there's the joke. It's not funny to me that we're here, and I like to see someone fighting. And, yeah, that's all I have to say.
The game is live, guys. When this is going on, this is the game. This is what you signed up for. And Laura's opinion changing as everybody's answering proves that this is iSurvivor. Cody, this is your last opportunity. You are big screen. Do you have anything to say as you keep on pulling your hair? You might not know it, but throughout this, you are doing this the whole time. So I can see the wheels turning, whether it's stress or just thought. Anything to say?
I think things could definitely change with this vote going into it. So I'm now trying to figure that out. So last few seconds.
Right. Red, haven't focused on you very much. You've been a middle of the road player and you've satisfied me very easily. Anything else to say?
No, I think the tribe's going to do what's right to keep us as a cohesive unit going forward. So I just want to say it's been an absolute pleasure to get to know all of you guys over the past few days, and I love you.
Ashley, just like Red, haven't really had to pester you or come to you. Satisfied me pretty easily. And I also didn't want to break your neck, but it seems to be working. Do you have anything else to say about Chris's pleading, about Cece?
I'm going to do what the tribe, the strongest, for this game, and who I can trust the most. Our tribe just needs to win, and that's it.
Strength. You need a strong
Strength.
tribe.
We need strength.
You guys like me, but you don't want to be here again.
Yeah.
At least twice within the first 6 days. Amanda, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo Ashley on that we need to be strong. We cannot keep losing and let the other tribes see us losing time after time and end up back here in tribal council again. So I'm going with effort in the challenge and who I think put forth the least effort for our challenge.
Chris, the floor is yours.
Well, I have more to say than everyone here probably, so I'm just gonna lay it all out there. I've said a lot to each of you in PMs. I've tried my hardest to be here. I clearly showed I want to be a part of this tribe. I know at first in this game, I'll be honest, I wanted to kind of hide in the shadows, but I think I took that too literally, and I literally didn't talk to anybody. And I mean, yeah, that's a big issue, and I apologize. I did try in the challenge, but when Sandy approached me and said, like, hey, something's wrong, but, like, where's everything else? I was like, there was, like, maybe 40 minutes left in the challenge, so I tried to quickly fix it, and then I realized, holy crap, like, this is wrong. And it's like I was trying to fix it, but like, nothing was going to work out in time for it. And I mean, I thought possibly he might let it go, and it might have ended up turning good. And I didn't want to be like, oh, it's going to be crap when it ends up being good. I apologized for my actions. I apologized that it was wrong. I said I was sorry. I'm here fighting for my life, obviously, to all of you. I know some of you may have your mind up, but I'm just saying to think of a second chance and to realize that Cece does have a work schedule where she can't even be on tribal council right now. I'm here fighting for my life, and I want to be here. And I want to be here to play with you guys and show you guys, like, hey, we didn't make a mistake, and this kid's here to rock with us.
Thank you. Jake, floor's yours, buddy.
Well, to me, at the moment, it seems like we are in the middle of a cupcake and a Klondike bar. So, Chris, how badly do you want that Klondike bar? Oh, and by the way, about Laura calling me out, this is not the first time she said my name. She said my name to Chris earlier, and she lied about it like the coward she is. Laura,
Coward.
I'm staying tribal, and I'm voting you out next round if we come back.
I'm just gonna answer. I want to be in this game more than I want to eat a Klondike bar for a video again. I will tell you that much. I won't eat a Klondike bar for the rest of my life if it means I can freaking just stay here and play and work with you guys.
It made the video. It counted like as 0.5 of one of your 10-second videos. It helped, but
I mean, I was going for more of a popsicle, but I didn't have a popsicle home, so it kind of like.
I think I would have appreciated it more had I gotten proper turns from you, and then the Klondike would have been like, oh, look at this. He's literally popsicling it. Anyway, last but not least, King Dennis, you chose to back this tribe. You're at tribal council with them. You've seen what just happened, and then towards the end, I wish we could continue and unearth a little bit more of what just happened, but for the sake of this episode, that's all next episode. But Jake just called out Laura. So now the tribe just seems to popping everywhere. Floor's yours, buddy.
Okay, so I just want to start by saying this is my dream. And if you're going to base your vote based off of what someone said about you or, whatever, no. Play the game how you're supposed to play based off of moves that you have to make that's going to advance you in this game. Don't fucking follow in the shadows. Also, I care so much about this game, and if you don't want to show the respect and actually put forth the effort and challenges and shit, it's going to cost you. So, my final word is meh. That's all I have.
That's fine. That's fine. I know you're not voting for me, but just remember one thing.
Oh yeah, one more thing. I am as much a part of this cast as any other of the 16 people. So don't try to take this from me, because I'm a part of this cast, bitch, and I'm going to outlast you.
Well, at least I won't be getting voted out wearing a Burger King crown.
That being said, guys,
Good thing I'm safe, right?
time to vote.
Awkward.
What's happening? We're voting?
Yeah, so what's going to happen is right when I start playing some music, I'm going to call you guys in Skype one by one. Not call you, but I'm going to say your name aloud. That's when you will find me on Skype. You will open up my PMs, and you will write the name of the person you are voting out, right? You can accompany a reason, but do not vote until I say it, okay? I'm clearing my Skype chats right now, and I'm not going to look at them again until I'm done with this process, okay? So,
Sandy, I did message you something important if you could take a look on Skype. My dog is crying to go outside and use the restroom.
All right. What can happen right now is Red, message me the name of your person you're voting out right now. You'll be first, and then you can take your dog to the bathroom, sir.
Thank you. You're the best.
You're welcome, buddy. All right, so I have cleared my recent conversations. Reds should be coming in to me right now. Laura, it's time to vote. Cody, you're up next. Jake?
I'd be voting someone else if I had the majority. Where are you? Here you are.
Chris. Ashley. It's time for you to vote. Amanda, you are up next. Cece has locked her vote. King Dennis, it's all you. Bring it home for us, sir. All right, guys, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. They will become the first person voted out of iSurvivor Cheju, our wonderful 30th celebratory season. First vote. You're literally going to look right now. First vote. Chris Braga. Next vote. Cece. That's one vote for Chris, one vote for Cece. Braga That's 2 votes for Braga. Braga. 3 votes for Chris. Chris. 4-1. Next vote. The first person voted out of iSurvivor, Cheju. Chris, fortunately 5 votes is enough, sir. You can bring me your torch.
Yeah.
Braga. Unfortunately, sir, the tribe has spoken.
Good luck, guys.
Bye, Braga. Sorry.
It's time for you to go. Yuan, you don't want to be here again. If you are, Dennis might have to reconsider backing you guys. To your guys' benefit, the next challenge is not based on if I think you've slayed or not. It will actually be based on skill, all right? Your tree mail is coming immediately. I'm going to kick Chris. I'm going to post socials, and then tree mail will be coming. Got it?
Got it.
First victim, congratulations on the top 15 plus a king. Y'all can head back to camp.